yeah, so I haven't made an arena tier list in a couple of months. It's been a couple of months since my last one, and since then the meta has changed a lot. And the last arena tier list live stream took like I think 3 hours. Yeah, I think that was my mistake because I kept on sticking to my criteria, which is very hard to it's very hard to judge each hero according to that criteria. So for now, I'm just going to judge them all from their general strengths. Keep in mind that these are all just my opinions. And obviously I'm not a whale, so I haven't played all of these units. There are some units here that haven't even touched. But yeah, I'm a high ranking arena player for about more than 2 years now, and I have a lot of experience in facing off against these heroes. I know how to use most of them, I know how to counter most of them, so I think even if these are just my opinions, this should still give everyone of you a like this tier list is going to be decent at least. Of course it's not going to be perfect, but I'll try my best in rating these units. Yeah, so now I'm just going to start with Yuze. Yuze is one of the units that got buffed recently with the weapon skill regen speed buffs. They gave every single one of them a 30% skill damage party buff as well. So this actually made the weapon skill regen speed units a bit better than Erina than they used to be, but in my opinion it didn't really change a lot. Yuze is a very unpopular unit, but that doesn't mean she's weak. I think she's still pretty good and she's above average at least. Moving on to Eleanor, I think this unit is weak. I'm not going to put her in a trash tier. I think Eleanor is actually no. Actually I think Eleanor is trash. Well, like her weapon skill is very hard to hit and her dogfighting is not that good. And also her party buff, right? She has part of her party buff is light, so she's kind of being forced to put in a monolith team, and if you're going to play a monolith team, you're not going to put want to play this unit. So this is going to be this going in the F tier. Now for Lucy, I think Lucy is in the A+ tier. I think she's quite tanky for what she does. She's a runner with the exact same movement speed buff as Arabelle, but her everything she does just passes through walls. I think Lucy is just a an easier Arabelle. Yeah, but the problem with Yuze is that her dogfight is total garbage, but as long as you can as long as you know how to position yourself around the walls and try to not tank as much damage, I think Lucy is a very good unit to play. Yeah, just don't dogfight with her because it's bad. Lilith. Now Lilith is a very tough pick. I think Lilith is still in the S tier simply because she's just one of the she's the when you think of a unit with a melee party buff, right? Lilith is the first unit that comes into mind. She's just really good at what she does. Well, she's a melee unit, good at dogfighting, can also fight units on maps with walls. And if the map has a dead end, you're just dead to Lilith because you cannot dodge her weapon skill at all if the player is good. So yeah, Lilith I think is an S tier unit. She's the go-to melee unit, I guess. Go-to melee buffer. So she's gonna be S tier, meta defining. Melee crit buffs still use Lilith all the time. Sohee, I think Sohee has the same party buff as Lilith, but she's not as good as Lilith. Yeah, maybe another reason why Lilith is up here is because of Erina. Lilith is a very good counter to Erina. But Sohee is not. Sohee's neutral against Erina, and a lot of other dog fighters can actually beat Sohee now. I think in order to make Sohee work, you need a lot of stats, which is why I'm just going to put her here. I think she's a bit better than Yuze. Yeah, but I think Sohee deserves an A tier. Now Mark 99, I think this unit yeah, Mark 99 when she was first released, right? She was extremely annoying to fight because almost no one can dogfight her, but now since Erina is actually extremely OP and it's hard to use light units now in general because of Erina. So I think I'm going to put this unit here. And a lot of new dogfighters have been released that can actually easily take down Mark 99, so I don't think you won't really find a lot of value. Well, yeah, there's really nothing I can say about Mark 99. I think this unit is a mediocre unit at best. A lot of units do what she does better than her. Well, the only situation where it makes sense to play Mark 99 is if you're up against a Monodark, but yeah, unless your Mark 99 is very heavily invested, or unless you're up against Monodark, right? There's no reason to pick Mark 99 over any other range dealer, range dog fighter. Mayreel is still going to be in the S tier. I think Mayreel is absolutely broken, right? She has a very fast weapon skill cooldown, and her weapon skill can actually one-shot a lot of squishy units. You don't even need to use your second weapon skill or her chain. Like, if you're up against a full damage comp with a full damage Mayreel, her weapon skill can one-shot their squishy most of the time. And she's also very tanky, right? It's very easy to take her toughness up to 900,000 plus, and she also has a movement speed buff, so she can easily kite the melee units. I think Mayreel is one of the best units right now for Arena. You don't even need to put her on Mono Earth. That's a whole different Mayreel, right? If you put Mayreel on Mono Earth, she's a very potent dog fighter. And if you put her on comps like Double Tank, then she's going to be a runner with a very fast weapon skill that goes through walls. This unit is just very hard to deal with. She's extremely strong. Now for my favorite unit, it's Arabelle. I think Arabelle is just about the same as Lucy. The only difference is Arabelle has a bit better dogfight than Lucy. She deals way more damage with her normal attacks than Lucy does, but in exchange, none of her normal attacks or weapon skills go through walls except for the special yellow grenade that she has. I think Arabelle is worthy of the A+ tier. If you learn how to use her, and if you actually build the Monodark comp that Arabelle is good at, then Arabelle is going to be a very good unit to play. Moving on to Bari, I think Bari is weak right now. Unless they fix Bari's RNG. I think that's the problem with Bari. There are some games where I become very lucky with Bari and get almost like an almost 100% rate of the quick charge, right? If her attacks always quick charge, I think Bari is actually going to be a decent unit, but right now, since she relies too much on RNG, I'm going to put her here on C tier. Yeah, they need to they actually need to rework Bari, I think, in order to make her viable for Erina again. I think Bianca yeah, Bianca is just a dog fighter now. And she's not really that good at it since it's very easy to run away from her. Yeah, I don't think Bianca is that good. I think Bianca is B tier. If you have very high stats, I think you can put her on A tier, I guess, but yeah, generally I don't really think Bianca is that good. It's very easy to run away from her, and like if you want a crit unit that can dogfight, there are a lot of better choices than Bianca. You can easily go Mayreel, right? Beth right now, I don't think she's as weak as Bari. I think she's actually mediocre. She just needs a bit of investment in order to make her work. Yeah, but she's nowhere as good as she was before. I think B tiers. Yeah, Beth is the definition of mediocre, I think, in Arena. Now, Idol Eva. Yeah, this unit is trash. Like, except for some maps where you can actually cheese with her weapon skill. I think I saw Base Knight where make her work in closed classroom, right? But other than that, yeah, this unit is a troll pick. No dogfighting abilities, very easy to dodge weapon skill, and very bad party buff on top of that. I think this unit is a troll pick. Now Future Knight, I'm going to take into account both of her weapons since both of her weapons are now very good in Arena. I think Future Knight deserves A+ tier. Honestly, I don't think she's stronger than Arabelle. I think Arabelle is stronger than both of Future Knight's forms. Rifle Future Knight is decent if you want to make the weapon skill regen speed comp work. Rifle Knight is a very good choice, and Chainsaw Knight is also a very potent dogfighter that can actually deal with the top units, right? You can actually dogfight Mayreel, you can dogfight Erina. But the problem with Chainsaw Knight is that her weapon skill is basically Lilith's weapon skill but worse. It's very easy to dodge, and it has a much longer cooldown. So you don't really have any pressure in terms of chain skill. Yeah, you basically have to kill the opponent with your normal attack, and if you're facing up against a runner, for example like Arabelle or Mayreel, it's going to be very hard to chase them. So that's why Future Knight is not that high on the tier list. Future Princess. I think this is a controversial pick. A lot of players think Future Princess is bad, but I do think Future Princess is still quite good. I'm going to put her here. I think Future Princess is stronger than Arabelle. A lot of players are building her wrong. I think I've been seeing a lot of FP with a double tank build, sometimes with Chainsaw Future Knight, sometimes with Erina. But I think the main redeeming factor of Future Princess is her movement speed buff combined with her high damage. So I think if you play her with a melee crit comp or a monolith comp, I think Future Princess is still great. But yeah, if you play her with a double tank and she just doesn't quite work because it's very easy to kite her around and she doesn't have that much kill pressure on double tank comps. Gabriel. I think Gabriel is worse than Beth. This is just a dog fighter that can't really dogfight the stronger dog fighters, right? There's nothing you can do with Gabriel but press your normal attack. And if your opponent is stronger than you at pressing the normal attack, there's nothing you can really do as Gabriel. So I'm just going to put her here. Alef, I think Alef is stronger than these units, if I'm being honest. Because the problem with these units are, in most situations, like, no, not most, in every single situation, right, there's always a better unit to pick than these. Like, let's just name it Kamael, Mayreel, Lilith, also Mayreel. But this, there's really no one else you can pick aside from Alef if you wanted to get Alef's value. If your opponent picks triple ranged against you in Master Arena, right, and you pick Alef against it, they're going to have a hard time beating you because Alef's party buff is just very good against it. No, Alef is not trash. Alef is not that good, but he's not completely trash. If you pick him against the right comp, Alef is going to get so much value you won't, like, yeah, it's very hard to kill Alef with a triple range comp. Lahn. Man, I think Lahn is quite weak. I don't think she's as weak as Bari though. If you run weapon skill with gen speed with Lahn on maps where she can actually run, on maps where with a lot of walls, I think Lahn is a very decent pick. But aside from that, like when the map requires you to dogfight, Lahn is not that reliable. She cannot chase and her dogfight is not good. Also, you cannot really run weapon skill with gen speed comps on open maps or maps with dead ends, so that makes her viability even less. So I'm going to put her here. Lapice is great. I think Lapice is stronger than these both. I just used Lapice earlier on a monolith team, and I've gotta say, after the buffs, Lapice can actually deal a decent amount of damage to Erina. I think the not so recent buffs to monolith actually kind of revived the comp a bit. I don't think it's enough. I think they can there's still some rooms for buffs on monolith. Well, actually no. I think monolith right now is actually is good. The only problem is Erina is too strong. If they nerf Erina, I think that is going to be way better. But for now, I think I'm going to put her here. Lupina is weak. Oh man. Like your normal attacks will never hit, and your weapon skill is also hard to hit, except for some maps. Lupina is just a cheesy pick on like on maps like Classroom or Ancient Ruins. Lupina can be decent, but other than that, yeah, she's a very weak unit. I think she's better than Bari though. On maps where Lupina actually works, she's actually very good. Unlike Bari, there's really, I think the only map where Bari can actually perform well is what's that map called? Deathmatch. But you need to put Bari on a specific team. That's why Lupina is better than Bari, I think. Oh yeah, another staple melee unit, Lynn. I don't think she deserves the S tier. I think she's weaker than FP. I think Lynn is about here. The problem with Lynn is she's very hard countered by the card Injury Negation. I think if you players still prefer to run it, I myself always run 2 Injury Negation cards because the if you match up against Lynn and you don't have any Injury Negation equipped, it's going to be a very hard match. Like Lynn is just going to deal so much damage. Yeah, but the problem with this unit is it gets countered by a card. It gets hard countered by a card. Yeah, and I think Lilith is a much better and safer pick instead of Lynn. in the melee unit slot. Marina, I think I'm going to put Marina. Well, I named this tier meta defining, right? I don't think like what I mean by S tier is if you're building a team, you have to think about these units a lot, the units in the S tier, right? Because these are the units that you're often going to be matching up against. So I don't think Marina fits in this tier. I think Marina is on the top of A+. I think she's a very good unit, but since Marina is not really picked that often, when you're building a team, you don't always think of Marina. Like, you're not going to slot in units specifically to counter Marina, right? Because unless it's like Shen Sittering or the current map, what's it called? Refugee Colosseum. This unit is not going to see much play. Even if she's very strong, she's not going to see much play. This unit broken, guys. Oghma is also I'm going to put Oghma on top of A+. I think Oghma is extremely good, especially on this meta where full damage comps are very popular. Oghma deals with full damage comps very well. But I don't think Oghma is meta defining at all. I don't think you're going to build a team specifically to counter Oghma, right? Oghma is just there to give your team an extra boost in defenses in case you're running squishy units. And he's also there to check the full damage comps because, you know, his reflect deals quite a lot of damage on against full damage comps. So I think I'm going to put her on top of A+. I don't think anyone else can stand on top of A+ in front of Oghma. Miya's trash in Erina. Eugene, I think they're about the same strength. They're very Eugene and Lapice are both very strong. The only problem with them is that Erina is just way too strong to handle with as a light unit. But yeah, if Erina didn't exist, these two units would be much higher on the list. But yeah, since Erina hard counters them, I'm just going to put them there. But they're still quite good units, I think, in my opinion. Yeah, Nari is just another dogfighter that's been outclassed by other dogfighters. Nothing too special there. I think the B tier, right, is the spot for the dogfighters that can't really dogfight a lot of the units on the top. Garam's not weak. I think Garam is better than all of these. Maybe below Bianca. Yeah, I think Garam fits about here. If you actually try to build a mono water comp with Garam as the core, especially if you run him with Oghma, right? Garam is actually quite a strong dog fighter. Yeah, Garam is not. I won't put Garam on A tier. Also because his party buff only allows him to be put on mono water teams, and mono water teams are very hard countered, since even if mono earth is not as popular as before, earth units in general are still quite popular, and yeah, mono water struggles with struggles against mono earth, so Garam is going to be B tier. Noxia is S tier. I think she's better than Lilith, but you need to pilot her a lot better. I think if you know how to play Noxia properly, if you understand her mechanics well, I think she's one of the best arena units in the game. But yeah, since not all players are going to play Noxia as good as the best Noxia players, right? I think it's only fair that I put her here. But even if you're just a mediocre Noxia player, right? You understand her, but you're not the best. She's still going to get a lot of value. So she's definitely here in the S tier. I don't think she's as good as Mayreel, just because Mayreel can do pretty much everything. She can dogfight, she can blow up squishies. Well, Noxia doesn't really have that much potential when it comes to dogfighting. Plitvice is a very RNG unit. I think Plitvice is here. I think she's better than Lahn. Well, Plitvice is just a dogfighter, right? If you're very lucky, then she's going to be S+ tier. But if you're very unlucky, then she's going to be trash tier. Not trash tier, I guess weak if you're very unlucky. But yeah, I think on average, Plitvice, as long as you get enough value with her negations, as long as you negate some important shots, I don't think Plitvice is that bad. But yeah, I don't really like units that rely on RNG. Mono Earth is not very it's not as strong as it was before. I don't think I'm going to put through here on the S tier as meta defining, simply because you're not like Mono Earth is not as strong as it used to be. I think Rue belongs in the A+ tier though still. I think Mono Earth is still a very solid comp, but it does require a lot of stats. Tinia is weak. I think she's even trash. Yeah, I think Tinia is trash. Yeah, Tinia just doesn't have a Tinia's dogfight is very mediocre, and her weapon skill is very bad. One of the worst weapon skills for Erina in the entire game, which is why I'm putting her here on trash tier. Veronica with the buffs on the weapon skill regen comps, I think Veronica is boosted up into the A+ tier. Yeah, probably around the same as Future Knight, right? She's used on the same comp as Future Knight, and yeah, Veronica belongs there. Vish. Where do I put Vish? I think Vish is good. Yeah, I think Vish is good. Maybe better than these. Yeah. You can outplay a lot of weapon skills with Vishuvac's dash, and with enough stats. I've seen like Tenacity's Vishuvac, it's very strong. It's very hard to play against a Vishuvac with strong stats if like you're not going to get away from this unit. Even with a speedy unit like Arabelle, there's no way to run from Vishuvac even as runner units. Yeah, so if she beats you in a dogfight, you're dead. And also she can dodge her weapon skill, so she's yeah, that's one more thing to think about when fighting her. I think Vishuvac is a decent unit if you have enough practice with her. Scintilla is very good. I think yeah, I'll put here on S tier. I think she's probably the same as Lilith, right? On some maps, Scintilla is better than Lilith. On some maps, Lilith is better, but these two are pretty much serve the same purpose. They are melee buffs units, so if you want to run melee crit, you're going to choose either Scintilla or Lilith, depending on which one you prefer or which one is better for the map. But yeah, I think Scintilla is around the same level as Lilith in terms of strength. Well, finally we get to Erina. Yep. Kamael. I don't think Kamael is as strong as he used to be. Is he still on the S tier? I think Kamael is still one of the best ranged buffers in the game. I think Kamael still belongs in the S tier, but yeah, back when he was released, since there was very few ways to counter Kamael, I would put her on the top. But yeah, right now Kamael is not as hard to deal with as before, so I think Kamael deserves the S tier. This unit, yeah, this is a very potent dogfighter that can also run if she needs to. Man, I don't think she's better than Arabelle. Honestly, I use them both. I don't think Mark II is better than Arabelle. She's a better dogfighter, but Arabelle has so much more utility than Mark II. So yeah, I think she's a great unit, but not that great. Orca is another dogfighter, but her weapon skill is actually quite short. Her weapon skill has the potential to chain you in 2 skills, and it has a very short cooldown. I think Orca is better than these units. I think Orca is better. I think Orca deserves the A tier. She does have a debuff against tanks, which is really good unless the tank is running Earth Necklace, and yeah, she's quite flexible since she has the option to play for chain, and she also has the option to just dogfight. I haven't seen this unit in a long time, man, and most of the time I just destroy this unit. But yeah, when I played Kana, she's quite underwhelming. I'm being completely honest. I think she's even worse than Garam, honestly. Yeah, her dogfighting is very mediocre, right? And she's just a run-in skill unit, which is not that tanky. And yeah, I don't think Kana is that good. I don't know if Garam is better than Hana or otherwise, but yeah, she belongs in the B tier, I'm pretty sure. This unit is quite strong. I think Hana is better than Lilith. Well, actually no. Yeah, because Hana is more map dependent. Lilith works on pretty much every map, while Hana only works on certain maps. But on maps where Hana works, she's the core unit of melee crit. I think this unit is extremely good. Same with Carol. Carol is pretty much the same with Hana, right? Like the same with Lilith and Scintilla. I think it's up to you if you're going to choose to put Hannah or Carol in your team. They pretty much serve the same purpose. They're going to be the crit buffer in your melee crit team, and yeah, both are very good. Lara. I think Lara is A+. Probably the same as this, right? Yeah, it's a speed the unit that can dogfight. It's probably the same unit as a Mark II. Yeah, Parvati, this unit is actually broken. I think this unit is stronger than both Hannah and Carol. I think you can argue that she's stronger than Lilith, but since she's not played as much, I'm going to put her here. She's also another option for the melee crit team, and I think good Parvati players are actually very hard to deal with. If you understand how her passive works and how to use it on your favor, I think Parvati is a very strong unit. Yeah, this unit is broken, guys. Do I even need to explain? Yeah, this unit is broken. No, not broken. This unit is very strong. I don't think I'm going to put anyone else on S+, just Erina. I think this unit is broken beyond belief that no one else is on her level. Because if you're going to build a team, right, you're always going to build it around Erina. The reason why Monolith started dying is because Erina is just so very strong. She's so prevalent in the meta, and you can't afford to run a team that has no answers to Erina. So that's why I'm not going to put anything else on S+. It's just going to be Erina herself. Man, I don't know how strong this unit is, to be honest. I think he's around... I think Beth is stronger than Gory. Yeah, I haven't seen Gory that much. I think the last time I saw him was close to the first collab, and ever since I haven't really saw him that much. Yeah, Priscilla is also meta defining. Priscilla defined the triple tank comp. I think Priscilla is stronger than Kamael, honestly. Yeah, triple tank comps are made possible by this unit. This unit is extremely strong. I think Zealous after the buffs is I think Zealous is now the best weapon skill regen unit. Yeah. I think Zealous deserves to go beside Veronica. Since weapon skill regen is actually a very strong comp now, and Zealous is probably the best unit for it. I think Zealous is the best arena unit with the weapon skill regen speed party buff. I think he deserves the A+ tier. Claude is a very strong dogfighter, but unfortunately his usage is limited because he's only good on maps with very few walls, right, or no walls at all, or maps that have dead ends. Yeah, Claude's usage is very limited, but on times where you can actually use Claude, I think he's extremely strong. We have this unit. Yeah, this unit is extremely strong. I think Ara is stronger than Noxia in most cases. I think, yeah, Ara is just Noxia but better. If I'm being completely honest, in most cases, in most maps where you can actually utilize Ara's tentacles for zoning, she's extremely strong. She's harder to deal with than Noxia because she has 2 summons, and she actually has a very good dog fight if you fight her close to her summon, right? Noxia does too, but I think Ara just takes it to a whole another level. I think Noxia is more flexible in terms of maps. I think Noxia is you can play Noxia in more maps than you can play Ara. I think Ara is like Ara is quite mediocre on some maps, while I think Noxia is S tier on every single map in the game. Yeah, that's why Ara is but overall I think this unit is just is still better than Noxia. I don't think Rey is that good. Initially when I first played her, I thought she was going to be OP, but yeah, it's very hard to time her parry, and even if you time it right, it doesn't give too much value. And her weapon skill is almost impossible to chain with if your opponent has a brain. Yeah, so I think Rey is good, but yeah, not that good. I think she's going to be around here. Now this is a very problematic unit. I think I'm going to put this unit on the S tier as well. Yeah, A7 too. So it's a range unit. It can dogfight. It's not the best dogfighter. Other units can beat it in a dogfight, but as long as it can stall you enough and get the the defense stacks rolling, it's going to be very hard to kill her. And if the AA-72 knows what she's doing, if they actually are holding their weapon skill for pressure, instead of just using it instantly, like wasting it for no reason, right? I think this unit has very good potential. Like, I can't think of any way to beat this unit if you're using a melee unit. This just completely destroys every single melee unit, I think. Yeah, this unit is extremely strong. Lorraine is just another mediocre. It's another mediocre ranged unit. I think it's about the same level as Mark 99. I think maybe she's better because because Erina is not her problem, right? She can actually deal with Erina. I think, yeah, Lorraine deserves to be around here. Like, these are just the dog fighters that are not the best at dog fighting, most of them. Wait, why are you guys discussing Parvati? No, the problem with Parvati's strength does not rely on her like, even if she can technically take 4 skills to chain, it doesn't really matter that much because most of the time you're just going to be holding your weapon skill. That's the whole point of Parvati. You're almost always gonna have your weapon skill first compared to your opponent, so yeah, it's hard to deal with her. You're just forced to run away if she doesn't use her weapon skill. And if you do try to trade weapon skills with her, she's going to get the second weapon skill faster, and she's going to chain you faster, right? Yeah, that's why Parvati is up here. She's a bit hard to use, but if you learn how to use her, she's a very, very strong unit. This thing, yeah, I haven't really seen much play. I haven't really seen them see much play ever since the anniversary patch. I think they are outclassed by other melee buff units. Yeah, but I don't think they're that bad. Maybe around here. I think they're better than Eugene and Lapice, just because you can use them on a variety of comps. Chrome is also a unit that I haven't seen much play, but I think she deals quite a lot of damage, and if you know how to time her silence, I think she's a very deadly unit. I don't think she's great. I think she's around here just because it's very hard to build her, right? The best build for Chrome requires her to have 2 of her signature weapon maxed out, and even then she's not going to be as good as the other units with much less investment. So I don't think Chrome is that good in that regard. But if you do decide to build Chrome, if you build her 2 weapons, if you max out 2 of her weapons, and you actually try to master playing her, if you can actually hit your silences at the correct timings, I think this unit is going to be a bit higher. But yeah, in general, she's not that good, I think. This unit is trash, dude. Oh man, I don't think she's as bad as Tinia. Actually, I think she's weak. Maybe better than Bari. I think Bari is better than her. Her normal attacks are easy to dodge, and her weapon skill is also easy to dodge. Like, it's very hard to play this unit unless the map is very narrow, like Shensi Ring. Yeah, this unit is, at least she can beat Dark unit. Not really. I think I can easily beat this unit with Arabelle or Noxia. I'm not even gonna lie. She can beat dark units, right? But if the dark player has a brain, it's going to be hard to beat them with this. Like, if you wanted to beat a dark unit, you can just use this instead. Yeah, there's really no point in using Valencia at all. And this unit, I think this unit is great. I think she's a very good dog fighter. I underestimated her when I first played her, but seeing how successful other players are with her, I'm not going to downplay Crasel's strengths. Personally, she's not my cup of tea. I don't like her gameplay, even as a dark main, right? And she's one of the most recent dark units to be released. I'm not a big fan of her gameplay. It's just one button gameplay. But I think Roselle is good in the right comp. Maybe even better than these. Yeah, I think Roselle is about there. Maybe lower, maybe higher. I'm not really sure because I don't really have as much experience with Roselle yet. But yeah, she's going to be somewhere in the A+ tier, I think. Yeah, I played this unit and I think she's good. Yeah, even on she can be a bit map dependent. She was released on Ancient Ruins, right? And on Ancient Ruins, it's very hard to get value with Andras, but on other maps where you can't just run away from her forever, as if she catches you, you're going to die. I think Andras is a good unit for Arena. Not quite great, but a good unit at least. At least. Wow, for the last unit we have Sumire. I under Man, if you watched the stream where I pulled for Sumire, I think I didn't really give her justice on that stream. I was testing out a couple builds and I wasn't able to make her work, but yeah, earlier today I tried her again with a more proper build. I think I ran her on Monodark with a mirror accessory and SSP, and I think she's actually quite decent. She's tanky enough as to allow her to run in skill against most units. Maybe not the triple damage comp. I think if you're facing against a triple damage range comp, you're just going to have to dogfight them. We do have the bonus damage against ranged units, so most of the time you can go 1-for-1 against them. But against like melee comps or comps that are a bit more focused on tankiness, I think this unit is actually quite strong. Yeah, I underestimated her when I first used her, but now that I'm starting to learn how to actually play her properly, I think she's not that bad of a unit. I don't know if she's stronger than Lynn yet. I'm not going to put her too high, but I think I'm very confident to say that she's at least A+ tier. That's going to be all for this tier list. Like, these are all of the unique heroes. Take a screenshot if you want. Though I'm going to upload this one later probably. Yeah, I'm going to edit it a bit and upload a more concise version of this tier list. But yep, this is about, yeah, these are all the units that that are available right now. I think this is a decent enough tier list. Would you do GT Pass or Smash? Nah. Man, are people even interested in seeing that? Guardian Tales Smash or Pass? Please do it. Oh no. Oh, you want me to do it now? Okay guys, as an added bonus, we're going to do Smash or Pass. There, we have Smash and Pass. I'm just going to speedrun this, guys. I'm not going to explain. Oh no, I'm about to get cancelled, guys. Oh no, I'm about to get cancelled. Boom, 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 boom. Wait. Where do I put the guys? Yeah, just smash Garam handsome, guys. eh. 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 Mm. Eh. 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 The. Eh. Yeah. No. Yes. Eh. Wait, no. Yes. Yeah. Wait. Just to be safe. Oh. Okay, guys, that's it for this stream. Thank you all for tuning in. I hope you all enjoyed the stream, guys. See ya. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.